Alright, slight change of pace today. Normally we play standard on stream, but today we're playing some historic. The 1-day break, because the historic metagame challenge is up, and I am ready to battle. Welcome back everyone for some historic on Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Good to have you all here. Of course, Cori-Steel Cutter is the bane of standard, clear best card in standard. I'm curious to see how good it is in historic. Some really nice cards here. Of course, we have a lot of the old standard favorites. We have our Swiftspears. We have our Monstrous Rages. But we have a lot of spicy new additions too. A-Symmetry Sage is a card that is actually buffed in historic. It's pretty crazy in these spell-based decks. Swiftspear's Teachings, an alchemy card that gives your creatures haste and prowess, is sick. Some of your creatures can even then get double prowess. Or you can even haste out your Jegantha in the late game. Dreadhorde Arcanist, card that's literally banned in Legacy because of how good it is with 1-mana spells. And we got some very nice 1-mana spells here. And thanks to Swiftspear's Teachings, we can even give it Prowess so it can flash back Expressive Iteration or Flame of Anor, both certified banger cards. A lot of powerful stuff going on here. Excited to give it a spin and try out some historic for once. Let's see how this goes. What are we doing today on stream? The same thing we do every day on stream. Cori-Steel Cutter. Oh no, I didn't realize that was the reason. I am very sorry to hear that, Nor. That sounds really frustrating. I'm glad things are well for you though. This doesn't seem like the most exciting hand. No cutter. Seems hard to ever mulligan it though. Well, and we draw the cutter because we're very skilled at Magic. Play the cutter. Get our prowess trigger. Yeah, tech is ridiculous, especially in the US. US tech salaries are like 3 times what they are in the UK, as I understand it. Oh, I kind of want to go Symmetry Sage, Monstrous Rage, and just push damage. I don't really know what they're up to over there. But it seems like pushing damage can't be bad. Budget cards I own. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. Welcome to the metagame challenges on occasion. I don't know, maybe I should be thinning my deck more aggressively. Considering I already have plenty of lands. It would appear my opponent is dying. I have a single treasure cruise currently. Well. Yes, we just do this. Zap ya. Attack for a normal amount. No, I just independently came to literally the same 75 Nor. Very, very crazy, honestly. Wild that we'd come to the exact same 75, honestly. I wonder if I want Spell Pierces. I don't know. I can't imagine my decisions matter much here. The odds are so low. Bring in these Maddening Hexes, which have gold borders for some reason. Oh, because we lose our Jeggy. That's so sad. Yeah, it's illegal with Jeggy. Lightning Bolt is banned in this format. Hey Kenneth. Oh, you're actually here for some historic. The historic qualifier weekend's coming up later this month. The historic metagame challenge is today. And I'm frankly a tiny bit sick of standard, so I thought we'd take a break for a day. 1 day off. Yes, I want to lead on Symmetry Sage because well, it kind of gets haste though, right? Kind of gets haste. Guess I'll lead on Swifty. We don't have Bolt, but we do have Shove Aside. Yeah, Shove Aside is a nice one. Excuse me. Yeah, take a break from the Steel Cutter format to cast some Steel Cutters. Exactly. I'm glad you understand. It really makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Kind of want to get Islands so I can guarantee double spell next turn. This is not the most exciting draw of all time. Our top decks have been slightly unfortunate. Oh my gosh, that's a good draw. If I do this first, my Symmetry Sage gains Prowess, but if I do it second, I get to buff a thing, which seems better. And then the Swiftspears is saved for the Arcanist anyway. Yeah, this seems like way better sequencing, right? We get to buff our Swifty. Then our Arcanist is going to have haste. I guess I don't cast the Symmetry Sage because I really want the Arcanist to get haste. Sequencing in this deck is so hard. I already agree with that. There's a lot going on here, huh? If I cast this, it gets the Swiftspear's teaching buff. I then cast this so that I get a Steel Cutter token. Then I shock this in case I draw a 1-mana spell. Attack all. Dreadhorde Arcanist casts my Swiftspear's teachings to trigger all my garbage. And then my opponent gets to feel very sad. I maybe should have buffed the trample creature, huh? Doesn't really matter. Alright. We won our first match. Let's go. We beat pile of draft cards. Long may it continue. Mulligan. I hate this. Oh my god. I have some keeping. Okay. They are fort seizing me. Interesting. Please let me draw a second land. We should be so lucky. God, I really want this Arcanist to have haste later, but I feel like I have to cast the Swiftspear just so I'm actually like taking game actions. Double Prowess on the Swiftspear isn't bad. Yep. Fortsies. Fun magic card for Rule the Family. Oh, I kind of hate Settle the Wreckage. Although negating a Settle the Wreckage is a pretty phenomenal feeling. So maybe I shouldn't hate it that much. Wait, Settle's actually played in Historic Grim. Uh-oh. Are they gonna Village Rights me? See. I see. Sure would be nice to have a land. Why do we only play like 7 lands in the deck, Nor? That's the one thing I don't get about this list. Like, standard Prowess plays 21 lands, and that has 8 actual cantrips. Fascinating. There are so many good cards, it's true. Kinda envious of the opponent's deck. It's so nice. But I'm only saying that because I'm breaking on lands. Game would have been pretty easy. Otherwise. Uh-oh, that gains life. Oh no, it only loses life, okay. Wow. If I just Burst Lightning faced last 2 turns, I would have won the game. But I only have 3 Burst Lightnings in my deck, so I wasn't there to know I was going to top deck them 2 turns in a row. That's actually so funny. We would have won this game if I'd just thrown these at their face. Maybe I was meant to play towards my 2%er. Maybe I was far enough behind that a 2%er was good. Who knows? There are 19 lands. Yeah. I might add a 20th. I don't know. Maybe I'm a coward. Maybe I like casting my spells too much. Oh, hey, Emily. Was I meant to shock some? I don't. Why am I still playing this game? I can't win this game, like mathematically. All right. See you all. Pyroclasm in. Spellbase is weird, right? Because it's really good against Deadly Dispute. But also their deck has is like 60 to 70% creatures. Flame of Anor seem very expensive. Maybe we need them to refuel. Yeah, it counts as bombardment. I also worry they can just like hit their land drops, or if they ever sneak in a treasure, it gets pretty awkward too. Meowdy, Vivi. I feel like keeping this is illegal, but I also hate mulliganing this. Oh, this is the metagame challenge. Why not go full wizards? I do not know enough about the format to possibly comment on that in any meaningful fashion. I just feel like if we keep this hand, we lose. Because they're going to have more than 3 creatures, and if they ever cast an Idrani, they're like up a card on us. If we're just planning on bolting everything. Okay, this is better. Keep 6, get rid of Shove Aside. There's Wizard's Lightning Alchemical. I'm not really sure what else. The Wizard's counterspell is pretty bad. There's Flame of Anor, I guess. Is pretty strong. Alright, let's play Cutter. Oh, is it only instants and sorceries? That's so sad. Oh, my poor Symmetry Sage. Doesn't trigger off Cutter. Alright, I would love to draw a land next turn. That would be comically busted. Oh, Mentor's Guidance is a nice one, that's true. I really like Mentor's Guidance. Okay, we drew the comically busted card. We get to go Steel Cutter. Shove aside your Guide of Souls. Get 2 tokens. Symmetry Sage becomes a 3/3. Attack you for 7. Pretty solid turn 3. They aren't even blocking to dig. I guess they're planning on Deadly Disputing. Oh, they're gonna claim. They're gonna claim Deadly Dispute. Okay, let's go for Iteration and find a spell, please. I believe they are dead. Classic line, Cori-Steel Cutter and to kill your dude and to hit you for infinity. Indeed, indeed. Truly, there are no other lines in the world. Riptide Lab is historic, legal, incredible. Game 3. Oh, I'm definitely keeping this. We have the Swiftspears into Arcanist draw. Very nice. Will they Fortsies take my Arcanist? Alright. Will they take my Symmetry Mage? Fascinating. Okay. I guess they figure they can answer my Arcanist pretty efficiently. And they don't mind if we draw a card off of it. Oh wait, they get to Arcanist their Fortsies. Oh, I get it. They're gonna claim my Arcanist to fire off their Fortsies. And they don't mind that we drew a card, because they get to take the best card anyway. Creature or Planeswalker? Thank goodness. I guess they get to kill my Arcanist now, but I get to kill their Ajani. And they kind of give up a lot of resources to kill this Arcanist. Right? Steel Cutter. See. I guess I'll just save 2 life. Since these cantrips trigger Cori-Steel. Even has haste from the Swiftspear's teachings. Quite. Do I just fire off this Consider? I kind of just want to have spells in hand to trigger with next turn. Although I need to have Consider open to push past the Raptor, I guess. Huh. I guess I might as well just cast the Consider. They can technically block first strike and then sack. That would be so funny. Yeah, I guess this is probably fine. Den of the Bugbear goes away. No cast. I believe Emily was joking. MTG player. You're famously unserious. Incredible. Opponent sure is planning on Goblin Bombardmenting every Cori-Steel token one turn at a time. Appreciate the ambition. Am I already casting another iteration this time? Probably fine. Okay. Pretty nice. Deal 1,000,000 to them. Some pretty good cards, yeah. Yeah, this Arcanist is gonna be a little bit threatening. The Arcanist is gonna flashback Expressive Iteration after becoming 4 power off the Burst Lightning. Oh my gosh, DSS. Delightful. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Majani. No. I think they probably just die next turn though. So doesn't particularly matter. Sacrifice this creature, but it's notably a planeswalker now. That makes sense. Wait, what? It still gets sacrificed? That's crazy. Oh my god, that's so wild. Genuinely, like, absurd. It's confusing text. Yeah, it really is. What just happened? The Rajani got sacrificed because it was trap found, even though it was a planeswalker. Feels a little mediocre. This feels also a little mediocre, but I guess I will keep. Burn free Alander. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping we don't face that one. Please don't cancel this. Alright. Oh, they probably play Wrath of the Skies, right? Or they play Lotus Field. Fascinating. Iteration's such a good card. I'm kind of loath to get rid of it. Although it does mean I'm like casting Monstrous Rage into potential interaction here, which is gonna suck. What's the shot? Cori gets banned. Cori is 100% getting banned in standard. Wow. I am pretty okay with that getting normalized. Yeah, they have Null Drifter. I believe they do. Look for a land drop. Target Sage, question mark. Okay, we did the impossible and found a land. 3 rotation bans are in like 4 weeks, I think. They're after the Pro Tour, notably, which is completely wild. This Prowess should definitely be resolving before Cori-Steel, huh? Anyway. Do we think they have settled the wreckage? Apparently not. They go to 5. Oh, they have Memory Deluge. People play that. Alright, Wrath of the Sky is incoming, supposedly. And then we have hard mode trying to piece together the final few damage. Alright, wow. That's pretty nice. Ran them over. Bring in Spell Piercers. Bring in Maddening Hexes, presume. Take out Burst Lightnings. Maybe cut a Soul-Scar. Seems pretty reasonable. I could also bring in a Surgical for Flage. Maybe I meant to. Oh, losing our Jegantha is really sad. The Jegantha could actually matter in this matchup, but I feel like Maddening Hex should be pretty unbeatable. If they don't remove it, and even if they do, they take some damage. Game 2. Deploy the Sage. Ooh, fascinating. So I could push a lot of damage if I just go Swiftspear plus Rage. Or I can play Cutter to set up, like, for the long game. I'm kind of into just going Swiftspear Rage. I guess it's pretty rough into Wrath, but even then we do, like, quite a bit of damage to them. Oh, if they have Fragment. Oh, I didn't really think of Fragment. That's a good point. Maybe yeah. Them having Fragment would be like a little sad for us. Alright, they take 8 on turn 2. Oh, hey Pep. Welcome, welcome. Wow, A-Symmetry Sage doesn't die. Incredible. Let us go for an iteration, I suppose. Fascinating. Do this. Hasty Symmetry Sage. Alright. They go to 11. The Naya Saga playoffs. Yeah, I'm hoping some of the FF cards actually get some play. I'm a little bit worried that Cori-Steel Cutter is just so strong it's going to push a lot of that stuff out the format, but maybe I'm wrong. I would certainly like to be pleasantly surprised, you know. I don't know. I worry this is not really advancing things enough. But it sets up for a pretty trivial kill next turn, assuming the Spell Pierce stops them, like, doing anything spooky. And they can't Flage. Fascinating. Non-alchemy Symmetry Sage, so like actual zero play. As far as I recall. Spirebluff Iteration, get a million triggers. I think we don't need to do anything else, right? Do we get to hold open the spell piss? Wow, this is crazy. Oh, I have to figure out this awful stack in a second. I think they still just die, question mark. This is counting the first Symmetry Sage. This is counting the second, and this is counting the Cori. Absurd stack, by the way. Genuinely wild stuff. Alright, 3-0. In the metagame challenge. I feel like a good Jeskai control deck would probably be a really bad matchup for it. I don't know. My opponent's list seemed a bit sus. But I feel like if they had a pile of just like Tune the Narratives and Wrath of the Skies, that could be quite scary. So basically all of Boros energy is legal. The problem is that a bunch of the cards have been nerfed. But the deck's still really good. Guide, Pride, and what's the other one? The removal spell were all nerfed. Yeah, Discharge. Yeah. That's the one. Opponent up to some control deck. Running into all the control decks today, apparently. Yes, this is a little awkward. Oh, now I can Burst Lightning the Interrupter. This isn't awkward at all. This is actually pretty fantastic. Yeah, the One Ring nerf was quite harsh. As it probably should be. Is it crazy? I kind of want to just cast the Iteration from my hand and save this one for later. I guess then I can get interrupted though, and I feel pretty sad. I guess I'm just going to cast this one. Aww, Mora. Good to see you as well. Reman's legal, apparently. News to me. Oh, what's the extension? Oh, cool. Did you discover that from Bloody Stream? Swifty. Oh, I would love to hate out a Swifty. But I think I should play around Wrath of the Skies. Most likely. Just push a bunch of damage instead. Oh, from the Discord. Oh, nice. That's amazing. Oh, yeah. Sure. One Cori-Steel Cutter down. 17 to go. Oh, they're Jeskai. See. Ooh, that's a pretty nice draw. Yeah, this is the metagame challenge. Currently 3-0. How would someone get on the Discord if they aren't already on them, right? Excellent question. They would use this link in chat. They wanted to join the Discord. Wow, 3 different people on it at once. Incredible. Everyone was ready. Oh, the Consider lets me treasure cruise. So we get 2 Prowess triggers. Let's go. Magic's just that easy. Or we can just Swiftspears instead. That's also pretty good. I think I'd rather cruise, right? Not like they can exactly afford to counter this when they need to deal with my garbage. Does it turn off Arcanist now? We have a Rage in the yard. Pretty nice kill. Pretty nice one. I guess we brought in these Pierces again. We brought out these Burst Lightnings again. Standard operating procedure. I'm like really weirdly sus on these Flame of Anor. I know they draw to you, but I don't think the other mode does anything. Oh, I guess it could kill an Aven Interrupter. I guess maybe I meant to keep some Burst Lightnings in my deck for Aven Interrupter, although I can't imagine that card's going to be in their deck after how admirably it performed for them that game. I think I'm going to keep this with the Consider in hand. I don't love it though, for obvious reasons, but we're on 6, and we have a Consider, and we're on the draw. Seems like a keep to me. How do I get rid of? I don't want to get rid of the Hex, although I feel like the Hex is really good. There's also 3 mana. Kind of got a bunch of things to do already. Very good draw. You love to see it. I guess I can just lead on Swifty, and then I can play Cutter on 2 and get my Prowess trigger. Like I'm playing Standard all over again. Wow, rude. Rude. And uncalled for. How do we beat this High Noon card, chat? Asking for a Rainy, who feels very dead right now. It feels like the game has ended on turn 2. Otawara. That's a lot of mana. Oh my god. Stop. I guess I'm gonna iteration to try and look for my land so I can keep this Otawara in my hand, question mark. Or they can remand it. And I can play out the Otawara and feel sad. Maybe the cards in their deck just don't do anything and we're fine, you know? Maybe. Maybe we should be so lucky. I think that's a pretty good card. 7-turn clock, yeah, the dream. The dream we are living it. I think I'm just going to attack and play A-Symmetry Sage. Since the Symmetry Sage nominally attacks for free per turn. Even interrupter time. Oh, what? I now understand the joke of that deck. They are High Noon plus cards that remand. It's actually genuinely incredible that they didn't draw a High Noon game 1. Since I'm assuming they just have 4 High Noons main deck. By the looks of things. Oh boy. Just we hit for 1. The very sad memory lapse is banned in Historic. I have to imagine so, yes. Alright, defensive Monstrous Rage time. Everyone's favorite. Dream. Uh-huh. This is the deck, thank you, Tony. Also, I'm going like slightly crazy right now, I'm gonna be honest. Ooh. Dark blue-white tempo. Wow, the opponent's like has like an 80% win rate with this deck. That has 4 main deck High Noon. Play Cutter, equip Cutter. Yeah, I was kind of wondering that. I'm a little bit concerned that I'm not sure what we actually beat with this line, but you know. 34 and 4, indeed. Opponent broke it, etc, etc. Oh my god. Stop. The Symmetry Sage can block, nominally. Everyone has any red sources. Well, there's a single Steam Vents and there's some Ragran Triumphs. Hilarious. Oh my god, they have Archon of Emirias too? This person's just out to like murder Prowess gamers. It's actually kind of impressive. I guess we die. Essentially, because I can block, but I can't prowess. Yeah. Wow. Alright, we're sideboarding slightly different. Free. Got 2 more cards. I want to have these Spellpiercers in my deck. They're probably pretty reasonable, I imagine. They're bad against the creatures, but they counter High Noon. Something. God, these Shove-Asides are like nominally good. I'd probably bring them in if I was on the draw. I wonder if I should have them in on the play. Kills Spell Queller. Kills Archon of Emeria. Kind of a problem card. I don't know what cards we cut. I almost want to cut cards that are bad against High Noon. Arcanist and Cori-Steel are both pretty heinous against High Noon. We could just like trim on Arcanists or cut Arcanist. Although it does get rid of our wizards. Hard for me to imagine casting Treasure Cruise against the Remand deck. Feels a bit silly. This might be bad sideboarding. Wait, what, Vivi? How long is it there? Is it gonna be there in a week's time? I need to know. Oh my god, this hand is not good either. Number 5. You can check, please do. I need the pop-up Moomin Cafe. I put an also mold to 5. I imagine they were mulliganing to High Noon. So that's going to be interesting. You have no movement and you must cafe. Incredible. Alright, now if they High Noon, we get to like start triggering A-Symmetry Sage. Number 20 Mythic player, quite possibly. They do have an absurd win rate with this deck, apparently. They were number 1 ranked Mythic for most of last month. Wow. Okay. Wild. Do I ever fire off the Burst Lightning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. They'd go to 7. Oh, it's a bubble tea shop. Ooh. I guess the Burst Lightning doesn't kill the 2/3s. This might be overly aggressive considering how few spells we have going on. But we do put them to 7. Seems good. Oh, we need to go there, Vivi. When I'm back, we're going there. I'm kind of happy I fired that off when I could. Considering what has happened since. Right, put them to 3. Oh, it enters tapped. Oh my god. Okay. Fine. Oh, and there's Tidebinder. You can Tidebind my Vista now. You wouldn't Tidebind a Vista, my friend, right? That would be ridiculous. Alright, attack you for 1. No. Not like this. I wonder if they can ever beat me resolving a Jegantha. That's the real question. High Noon kills Jegantha. They do notably need red mana to do that. Oh, I'm a Darkstar. Thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Appreciate that continued support. That means a lot to me. Stop it, opponent. Oh no. We're on a 4-turn clock too. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll cast my Jegantha. Should be game. Yeah, it seems like this is over. This matchup feels like close to 0%. If we're being exceptionally generous. Sure thing. Oh my god. Actually unwinnable. Oh, I love my YouTube and Patreons. Hell yeah. Glad you enjoy it so much. Makes me really happy to hear.